danger from his fierce adversary," supplied Lady Assheton. "But no, the conflict is happily over, and he is unhurt." "I am glad of it," said Alizon, earnestly. "She had better be taken to the Abbey," remarked Sir Ralph, coming up. "Nay, she will be more at ease at home," observed Lady Assheton, with a significant look, which, however, failed in reaching her husband. "Yes, truly shall I, gracious lady," replied Alizon. "Far more so. I have given you trouble enough already." "No trouble at all," said Sir Ralph, kindly. "Her ladyship is too happy to be of service in a case like this. Are you not, Nell? The faintness will pass off presently. But let her go to the Abbey at once, and remain there till the evening's festivities, in which she takes part, commence. Give her your arm, Dick." Sir Ralph's word was law, and therefore Lady Assheton made no remonstrance. But she said quickly, "I will take care of her myself." "I require no assistance, madam," replied Alizon, "since Sir Ralph will have me go. Nay, you are too kind, too condescending," she added, reluctantly taking Lady Assheton's proffered arm. And in this way they proceeded slowly towards the Abbey, escorted by Richard Assheton, and attended by Mrs. Braddyll and some others of the ladies. Amongst those who had watched the progress of the May Queen's restoration with most interest was Mrs. Nutter, though she had not interfered; and as Alizon departed with Lady Assheton, she observed to Nicholas, who was standing near, "Can this be the daughter of Elizabeth Device, and grand daughter of " "Your old Pendle witch, Mother Demdike," supplied Nicholas. "The very same, I assure you, Mistress Nutter." "She is wholly unlike the family," observed the lady, "and her features resemble some I have seen before." "She does not resemble her mother, undoubtedly," replied Nicholas; "though what her grandame may have been like some 60 years ago, when she was Alizon's age, it would be difficult to say. She is no beauty now." "Those finely modelled features, that graceful figure, and those delicate hands, cannot surely belong to one lowly born and bred," said Mistress Nutter. "They differ from the ordinary peasant mould, truly," replied Nicholas. "If you ask me for the lineage of a steed, I can give a guess at it on sight of the animal; but as regards our own race, I am at fault, Mistress Nutter." "I must question Elizabeth Device about her," observed Alice. "Strange I should never have seen her before, though I know the family so well." "I wish you did not know Mother Demdike quite so well, Mistress Nutter," replied Nicholas; "a mischievous and malignant old witch, who deserves the tar barrel. The only marvel is that she has not been burned long ago. I am of opinion, with many others, that it was she who bewitched your poor husband, Richard Nutter." "I do not think it," replied Mistress Nutter, with a mournful shake of the head. "Alas! poor man, he died from hard riding after hard drinking. That was the only witchcraft in his case. Be warned by his fate yourself, Nicholas." "Hard riding after drinking was more likely to sober him than to kill him," rejoined the squire; "but, as I said just now, I like not this Mother Demdike, nor her rival in iniquity, old Mother Chattox. The devil only knows which of the two is worse. But if the former hag did not bewitch your husband to death, as I shrewdly suspect it, it is certain that the latter mumbling old miscreant killed my elder brother Richard by her sorceries." "Mother Chattox did you a good turn, then, Nicholas," observed Mistress Nutter, "in making you master of the fair estates of Downham." "So far, perhaps, she might," replied Nicholas; "but I do not like the manner of it, and would gladly see her burned. Nay, I would fire the faggots myself." "You are superstitious as the rest, Nicholas," said Mistress Nutter. "For my part, I do not believe in the existence of witches." "Not believe in witches, with these two living proofs to the contrary!" cried Nicholas, in amazement. "Why, Pendle Forest swarms with witches. They burrow in the hill side like rabbits in a warren. They are the terror of the whole country. No man's cattle, goods, or even life, are safe from them. and the only reason why these two old hags, who hold sovereign sway over the others, have escaped justice so long, is because every one is afraid to go near them. Their solitary habitations are more strongly guarded than fortresses. Not believe in witches! Why, I should as soon misdoubt the Holy Scriptures." "It may be because I reside near them that I have so little apprehension, or rather no apprehension at all," replied Mistress Nutter; "but to me Mother Demdike and Mother Chattox appear two harmless old women." "They're a couple of dangerous and damnable old hags, and deserve the stake," cried Nicholas, emphatically. All this discourse had been swallowed with greedy ears by the ever vigilant Master Potts, who had approached the speakers unperceived, and he now threw in a word. "So there are suspected witches in Pendle Forest, I find," he said. "I shall make it my business to institute inquiries concerning them when I visit the place to morrow. Even if merely ill reputed, they must be examined, and, if found innocent, cleared; if not, punished according to the statute. Our sovereign lord the king holdeth witches in especial abhorrence, and would gladly see all such noxious vermin extirpated from the land, and it will rejoice me to promote his laudable designs. I must pray you to afford me all the assistance you can in the discovery of these dreadful delinquents, good Master Nicholas, and I will take care that your services are duly represented in the proper quarter. As I have just said, the king taketh singular interest in witchcraft, as you may judge if the learned tractate he hath put forth, in the form of a dialogue, entitled Demonologie, hath ever met your eye, and he is never so well pleased as when the truth of his tenets are proved by such secret offenders being brought to light, and duly punished. The king's known superstitious dread of witches makes men seek them out to win his favour," observed Mistress Nutter. "They have wonderfully increased since the publication of that baneful book." "Not so, madam," replied Potts. "Our sovereign lord the king hath wholesome and just hatred of such evil doers and traitors to himself and heaven, and it may be dread of them, as indeed all good men must have, but he would protect his subjects from them, and therefore, in the first year of his reign, which I trust will be long and prosperous, he hath passed a statute, whereby it is enacted, that all persons invoking any evil spirit, or concealing, covenanting with, entertaining, employing, feeding, or rewarding any evil spirit, or taking up dead bodies from their graves to be used in any witchcraft, sorcery, charm, or enchantment, or killing or otherwise hurting any person by such infernal arts, shall be guilty of felony, and without benefit of clergy, and suffer death. This statute, madam, was intended to check the crimes of necromancy, sorcery, and witchcraft, and not to increase them, and I maintain that it has checked them, and will continue to check them." "It is a wicked and bloody statute," observed Mrs. Nutter, in a deep tone, "and many an innocent life will be sacrificed thereby." "How, madam!" cried Master Potts, staring aghast. "Do you mean to impugn the sagacity and justice of our high and mighty king, the head of the law and defender of the faith?" "I affirm that this is a sanguinary enactment," replied Mistress Nutter, "and will put power into hands that will abuse it, and destroy many guiltless persons. It will make more witches than it will find." "Some are ready made, methinks," muttered Potts, "and we need not go far to find them. You are a zealous advocate for witches, I must say, madam," he added aloud, "and I shall not forget your arguments in their favour." "To my prejudice, I doubt not," she rejoined, bitterly. "No, to the credit of your humanity," he answered, bowing with pretended conviction. "Well, I will aid you in your search for witches, Master Potts," observed Nicholas, "for I would gladly see the country rid of these pests; but I warn you the quest will be attended with risk, and you will get few to accompany you, for all the folk hereabouts are mortally afraid of these terrible old hags." "I fear nothing in the discharge of my duty," replied Master Potts, courageously; "for, as our high and mighty sovereign hath well and learnedly observed, If witches be but apprehended and detained by any private person, upon other private respects, their power, no doubt, either in escaping or doing hurt, is no less than ever it was before. But if, on the other